I was given a foster care as soon as I was born. I after a couple months, I was adopted by my parents, Joyce and Paul. Um, they are a godsend. They got me the surgeries I needed, and everything I needed. Um, I was born with no jawbones. I just had a chin hanging here, and I was born with small ear canals, deaf in one ear. I had a thin-like cyst in my left eye. Like I can just go like that so you can see it. Um, but yeah, I went through all the 19 surgeries that I can count. Doesn't count how many I had when I was a baby. And I tell you what, I was just a wonderful baby. I used to hear stories from my mom and my dad about how they would be in a movie theater and I would just stop breathing because my jaw would just cut off my air supply, and I'd turn all blue. I'd zip my feeding tube out. Um, it was just a wonderful time for me as a baby. Um, yeah, so my parents had their hands full with me. Um, that I wasn't an only child. I had lots of siblings. I had 16 siblings, so we were never bored at home.
All the moment of truth in your lies, when everything feels like the movies. Yeah, you bleed just to know you're alive. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am.
Bullying, I'd done through so many different kinds of bullying. I'd been beat up, I'd been spit on, I'd been, you know, thrown on the ground, kicked a couple times in the playground. Um, my stuff been taken, or my stuff been taken and broken, like my hearing aids. I believe I shared in a different video. My lunch taken, then hit by textbooks, lockers. Um, I've gotten, I've gotten tripped. I've gotten, I'd be going to the bathroom and someone would shove me into the toilet. I mean, I've gotten all that done to me, and I never wanted to tell on anyone, because I thought if I told anyone, that my chances of having a friend would not happen. I mean, I didn't want to be a narc. I didn't want to get anyone in trouble. I thought someday that would pay off and I'd have all the friends in the world. But that's not the case. It never happens that way.
I never thought I'd die alone. I laughed the loudest, who'd have known? I traced the cord back to the wall. No wonder it was never plugged in at all. I took my time, I hurried up. The choice was mine, I didn't think enough. I'm too depressed to go on. You'll be sorry when I'm gone. I never conquered, rarely came. 16 just held such better days. Days when I still felt alive. We couldn't wait to get outside. The world was wide too late to try.
Where was my parents during all this? My parents were around. I tried to hide. I mean, the beatings and the being taken down. If I could hide it from my parents, I wasn't gonna tell them about it. I didn't want them to worry. You know, they were already providing me with surgeries and taking care of me, to put food on the table, clothes on my back. I mean, I didn't want to trouble them with any of it. I think middle school it started coming out a little more because I ended up going into counseling and talking about my issues, and that wasn't fun at all. I didn't want to talk about my issues, and you know, around middle school, actually the end of middle school, I started I think, well, acting out um, because I got tired. I got tired of being bullied. Um, so you know that this is part of the video. You know, are monsters born or are monsters created? And I really feel that monsters are created by the people who are around you. I mean, I was a great, you know, I'm still a great person. At least I think I am. I wanted to be left alone. I just wanted to be like everybody else. I, you know, I just wanted a good childhood. I didn't want to have to worry about going to school and being picked on and getting thrown into the locker like a regular routine. You know, when the bell rings, you're supposed to go, you know, go to your locker, get your book, go to class. Me, the bell rang, went to my locker, got thrown into it. Hopefully, didn't get spit on or a book thrown at me or something thrown at me, or you know, something to that extent. You know, that was me every day. And then one day, I dropped the ball.